It started with a laugh, not mine, hers, the kind that cuts through music, chatter, and ego. It was my birthday, my 42nd, and she made sure everyone remembered it for the wrong reason. A $1 coupon taped to a pizza box. Cold. The crust sagged like my pride as she announced, "Perfect for a man who can't afford to dream big." Laughter rippled. 50 guests, her boss among them, lean, gold watch, practiced smile. She touched his arm when she thought I wasn't looking. I didn't move, didn't speak. I only watched the steam die on the pizza. It mirrored something inside me, fading, then gone. When they left together, her perfume lingered longer than her apology. But I didn't chase. I just stood there in the hollow of my own silence, the coupon still stuck to the lid like a cruel reminder of what I'd become. Or what she thought I was. 2 days later she texted, "Don't wait up, late meeting." Late meetings, always. Her words had stopped sounding like words. They were alibis. I learned to read the tone between her lies. She'd started to look past me at dinner, talk about promotions she'd never earn, praise a company she didn't know I owned, quietly, anonymously, from the shadows. A recent acquisition, a trophy no one saw fit to celebrate. Her boss, Marcus, was now technically my employee. She worshipped him, quoted him, smiled for him in ways she no longer did for me. I didn't ask questions, I just listened. Sometimes silence says everything you need to know. Nights became surveillance, not of her, of myself. Every thought, every emotion, dissected under a scalpel of restraint. I checked her emails through an old sync, photos of dinners, messages buried under fake professionalism. His name always shortened to M. I traced phone logs, travel receipts, her social media shadows. Patterns emerged. Repetition breeds truth. I learned the time she left for yoga matched the time he checked into hotels. Different cities, same suite number. I booked the same hotel one night, waited in the car until she appeared. Hair up, heels low, guilt disguised as confidence. She didn't see me. She didn't need to. I already knew. I didn't confront. Not yet. There's power in patience. You don't ruin people with rage. You let them hand you the weapon. A week later, I stood in my office, my boardroom, her dream company's boardroom, the one she thought Marcus controlled. I signed the final document, ownership, sealed, executed. The ink still drying as my assistant confirmed, "Marcus will arrive for his meeting in 5. I didn't flinch, only adjusted my cufflinks, the same pair she'd gifted me before she stopped loving me. When he entered, his arrogance filled the room before he did. He didn't recognize me right away. Power blinds men like him. I let him talk. Numbers, projections, deals that didn't matter anymore. Then I slid the folder toward him. Termination effective immediately. He blinked. "Who the hell are you?" I smiled once. Slow, surgical. "The man you took too lightly." His confusion turned to realization. His arrogance curdled. He stood to leave, muttering threats that wouldn't land. But I didn't hear them, because I could already see her face in my mind when she found out. She came to my office later that evening, storming in, eyes wild. "You fired Marcus? You can't!" I looked up from my desk, calm, detached. "I didn't fire him. The owner did." Her voice faltered. What do you mean?" I turned the chair fully toward her, the logo behind me reflected in the glass. Her breath caught. You bought it?" I nodded once. "Months ago." Silence spread. Heavy. Absolute. The kind that makes people hear their own guilt. I watched her break, first in her eyes, then in her posture. Apologies formed, but died in her throat. Tears started to climb out of her denial. I let her speak. I didn't listen. Every word was a replay of deceit. I stood, buttoned my jacket, and said quietly, "Next time you mock a man for failing, make sure he's actually failed." Then I walked out. I didn't look back. Not when she called my name. Not when the echo of her sobs followed me down the hall. Outside, the city was cold. Honest, I liked that about it. I drove home to silence. No celebration, no noise. Just the hum of the truth settling in. I poured a drink, stared at the $1 coupon still pinned to my fridge. Didn't move it, didn't tear it down. It reminded me that sometimes humiliation is just the first stage of transformation. I took a slow sip, let the bitterness rest on my tongue. Then I whispered to the empty room, "Happy birthday."